Hello, hello, and you are in my tarot playlist where we are going to look at the areas of money, relationship, well-being, and career as I interpret it through the eyes of tarot. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Glad you found us. And to our Fortune family, thank you so much for making community here and hope that you are doing well. Okay, so as I lay out the players, I'll let you know that the moon is traveling through the constellation of Taurus. The moon travels through the constellations. It takes about two days or so to move from one to the other. So sometimes when you're feeling different energies, whether you're fired up, emotional, more thinkative or communicative, it's all being influenced by the signs that the moon is traveling in and that particular sign, whether it's Aries, whether it's a Sagittarius fire or a Leo fire or any of the other zodiacs. So it is now traveling through the Taurus. And what does that mean? Well, guess what? It really, first of all, anyone that's in the earth element are going to be feeling really kind of in their game. And in general, this Taurus moon energy is one that allows us to kind of go into the flow of things, to be a little bit more earthier, more ambitious, more connected to striving and pursuing goals. So you might find that that's the energy. And you also, of all the earth signs, the Taurus is the most mellow one. So in general, it's going to be really an interesting day for all of us. All the other signs are going to come down to earth a little bit and kind of feel that gentle vibe. So we got this little sandflower, kind of very earthy, yet watery at the same time. But I just kind of thought it was really kind of cool, that mellow feeling of the sand dollar. Okay, money. If you are trading paper, if you are in the stock market, it looks like there's going to be some positive gains, news that will be trending the stocks up. So it will be an interesting game today as you see the rise of the stocks. I'm getting the number one, and that could be meaning a couple things. Could be a new IPO out there that's pushing and moving. Another one could be 1 o'clock is the time for you to exit the game. So there you have it. Also, my disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor or a stockbroker, so make sure that you are consulting with your stockbroker or your financial advisor. In general, this message that I'm getting for the collective is new plans for investments. New plans are being laid out that are going to yield you some additional income. And whether this has to do with, but I'm also getting the message about contracts, a contract, a deal, something that is being put on the table. It is in the beginning stage, and this is a positive move. This could be even a business partnership that will yield money. So in relationship to that, I see an influence of signatures and documents, the beginning of something that may be promising a financial return for you. Okay, relationship. All right. So I'm getting a bunch of messages from a collective group out there. So let's see how I can roll this out for you. And one of these may be the ones that might relate closest to you as I'm getting this message. Number one, obviously, just by the original and interpreting what I'm seeing here, is that there is a struggle. There is a fight. There was a discussion. There was a heated confrontation and not in agreement with. So as it relates to a relationship, could be that there was an argument between this person that you have a relationship interest in and you can't seem to agree. And it's very uncomfortable when you're with someone and no matter what's going on, that this tension is there because you really are trying to get through that person, but they're just not seeing because they're stacking things in their favor. But moving that aside, and I feel like I'm gonna have to come back to that, but the other message I'm getting is that maybe there's a struggle in trying to keep this relationship alive. Maybe there's too much pressure from outside people. Maybe somebody of subjecting to this relationship. Maybe something has to do with, you know, someone in the family is not seeing that this person is well suited for you, and this is creating some tension when with this union. And so it may seem that you're going to really have to work hard at, you know, keeping this relationship, you know, together, because there is so much opposition. The thing is that you are very passionate about this person, and you will stand up and protect, you know, this relationship and protect this person, because that's how strongly you feel about this union and about this person, that you will stand up for what you think is right, but also what is right for you. And this is what's giving you the energy and the strength and the courage to deal with this opposition in front of you. Okay. Let's go to... Okay, I'm just going to move these around, and I'm going to go to career. Okay, so in the area of career, what I see here is a person that's satisfied. You right now are very comfortable with your career, with your job, with your business. There's a group of you that are being recognized for your efforts, and that is giving you status in the organization. And also, not only that, but not status, but also respect from your peers, that they actually come to you when they are looking for advice. They come to you when they need direction, and you have gained their trust. And if we jump into some of the message that we get from the number 9, it is the sense that when you start a journey from the number 1, that apprentice, the newness of it, and you go through that number 9, where now you have mastered, you've gained knowledge, you've got skills and resources, that is where you feel that you are right now with your job, with your career, with your work, or even with your academics. You're feeling really comfortable that you can continue pursuing the passion that you have. So as you move forward, this gives you such a good place. And at the same time, remember not to get too comfortable here, but to remember the sweet victory, the victory of respect and recognition that you get in your field, because you've achieved the skills and the resources and the knowledge, and you've got that collaboration among others as well, that they look up to you. So if you are thinking about advancing in your career or expanding or growing your business, this can be that right moment to ask for that raise, to get that promotion, to go out there and get that venture capital you might need to expand the future of your business. All right, so don't be bashful and enjoy this moment. Celebrate it. Well-being. I love it. Take a look. This is why I'm loving it. Look at all of this. And this has got to do with that sweet anchoring energy of that moon in Taurus, you know, because the moon already has that emotional vibe. But here we are now, as she is really helping us connect with this earth element here. So this is awesome. And so feeling really comfortable when you think about this and you see this, the money, the plans, what's the projects. And that's interesting, you know, when you think about where you're at here, and if this is a business, thinking about venturing out, or your career, kind of really feeling good to ask for that promotion, ask for that raise. Pretty cool. And then at the same time, if you start looking at, you know, the staff here, kind of feeling that energy of the sword, the idea, the mind, the divine path that you're on. So I love this, how everything's kind of working, and, you know, fighting for your love, fighting for this relationship, and knowing that you are trusting it. I like that meaning as well. So when it comes to your well-being, this the 4 corners, as I've mentioned before: your mind, your emotional state, your physical state, and your spiritual state. This is a good vibe for you right now. All right, stay in that groove, stay in that connection, stay in your faith. Okay, let us see what our message is, the wisdom. What is the advice that's coming through? It's interesting because it's upside down. All right, success. Okay, so while we may think we are in that, you know, satisfaction, we have to also kind of make that connection that life is constantly growing and expanding outward and outward. As you reach deeper within to the infinitude, there is still a bubbling out that comes out from the outside. What does all that jargon mean? Okay, what it means is you may feel that you've hit a point of success. Be sure not to get comfortable there, because there's another plateau. There's another level. There's another growing. There's another experiencing. There is this incredible sense that every moment gives us an opportunity to have this flavor of success, whether it is achieving something that you set your sights on. And now let's keep broadening the horizon. As we do that, we are the ones that are continuing this partnership of creation. So my friend, create, create, create. Every moment is filled with success. It is not something that's far away. It is here in the present. So remember that connection. Don't see successes, but just live success. All right, my dear ones, thank you so much for joining me, and I'm going to wish you a blessed day.